Annyeong, it's Mikey here, and today we're coming back with another video, and this one is going to be a bit interesting because it's not just your regular normal custom keyboard. This time it's actually going to be a numpad from Nyxkeys. Now Nyxkeys sent me out their new Hermes Numpad, and it's a high quality numpad. So this is going to be a really interesting thing to take a look at. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do the full-on sound test, but we'll see how that goes in this video. It's going to be a little bit of a combination again. It's going to be building it with a stream building with how you build it, and then of course going into the sound test separately, and then my thoughts after taking a deeper look into it. So let's go straight into taking a look at this numpad, but please make sure to like and subscribe. Now introducing the Hermes Numpad, or the Hermes Numpad from Nyxkeys. Now they sent me out a prototype, so keep in mind this is still a prototype, and you can see right here this is a special gift from Nyxkeys to me. They actually are the ones that gifted me this little, I would say, very beautiful, kind of like a logo of my own artisan, which is made out of brass. Now this is supposed to be kind of like my own logo in a keycap. First of all, let's take a look at the numpad itself. So this is a special numpad from Nyxkeys, and overall, the design of this thing came out incredibly nice. This is a beautiful look to it, and it actually feels very premium. Like, I've bought a numpad before, but it was a plastic one, and it felt very cheap, which I got for like, I think 60 to about $80 USD at the time. Now, you get all these extra parts here. When you do get the final version, it's going to be with a nicer plate, and everything's going to be done properly. Just keep in mind that this is a prototype. Now, this thing weighs a total of 434 grams with nothing in it. Now, I did do a live stream of this, which you guys can actually catch on my live area inside the channel, but let's see what I did with this. So I actually used the 4-wrap stabs, which again is available on Nyxkeys. So I'm going to link these as well. They're kind of sold out right now, but hopefully they do get in stock in the future. These are really cool stabilizers for sure. They are clip-in as well as screw-ins, so you can do either one, and they're supposed to not require any lube, but I've learned that you should actually lube a little bit. So just keep in mind, the 4-wrap stabs will require a little bit of lubing. Now, what am I going to do? So just to get a baseline of any kind of sound test I like to do, I like to get the cherries. So we're going to use MX Cherry Blacks first for anything. Just keep in mind, I did spring swap them, and we're going to put this in with an alu plate. So we're going to have their R2 version. The final version of the alu plate is going to be a lot better done. This is just something that they had cut out themselves. So keep in mind that even the sound test isn't going to be exact or perfect compared to the actual final production. Now, the group buy is over, so unfortunately I did get this a little bit late, but at least you guys can see it for those who already ordered it, and maybe if we actually get enough interest, Nyxkeys is willing to do an R2 of this numpad, because I'm gonna be honest, this is a beautiful numpad, a very luxurious numpad for sure, and it's actually very well done. So as I put this in, and you guys can see the chat that was actually happening on the right as well, but everyone did want to hear the cherries first. Now, it's going to be hexagonal screws that we are going to have to use to get it out. Now, it's not going to be magnetic screws, so just keep in mind the screws that actually keeping the case together is not magnetic, but the screws that is used to do the top mount is going to be magnetic. So these are things just to keep in mind. Now, it is going to be with a ribbon cable, so we are going to use a JST cable to put it in, and then we're going to have to mount it to the top of the case. So right there, here, you saw that my first mistake, I forgot that it was a top mount, and then I ended up putting it together, which was not the smartest plan. So as you can see, we're going to screw in 4 screws in total. So to get it mounted into the case, it's just going to be the corners, and you're going to get 4 screws in there, and it's going to be fully in. Now overall, I thought the building experience was very simple, right? It's a numpad, and it's very easy to put together. The top mounting, I'm not always the biggest fan of top mount, but we're going to have to see and hear how this turns out with a numpad, because I actually haven't done a full-on numpad sound test before, so I'm very curious how this is going to play out, because the numpad that I purchased really did not sound great, and it was quite expensive for being a plastic numpad. Now this numpad here, we can have it all complete, and now we have to put in the keycaps. So which keycap set am I going to use? Well, I only actually have one full-on ABS set, that can do a numpad, and it's going to be the GMK Winkler set. So we have to thank GMK. They sent me this set out a while back and we did a video, but it's nice that I can really use it for a lot of things. Now, I also want to give a big shout out to Elquan, because Elquan gave me these artisans as well as a little gift, and I'm very, very grateful for that, and it looks amazing on this. So as you can see there, this thing looks super nice. And I also added in the special artisan of my logo as well. So overall, I think the design of this thing came out beautifully, and we're going to really have to hear a sound test on many switches. So what are the things that I noticed about this numpad? Well, I have a prototype, so I can't really give you guys 100%. The design of this thing is beautiful. It has a 7-degree typing angle, which is very comfortable. It is top mounted, and you can see right there on the top where the case is also going to be mounted to the bottom, and the USB port on the middle. Overall, very well done by Nyxkeys. I do hope in the future I can try out more of this stuff, but you guys should really check out their website. Now, the Hermes Numpad is definitely something that is going to be a bit pricier than, say, some of the stuff that you might be looking at. But you have to consider, it is a high quality numpad. It's got premium materials in it, and the design is phenomenal. It's got a lot of stuff going for it, and if I needed a numpad, I would be looking at that for sure. It's just, for me personally, for work-wise, I don't really use numpads anymore, but some people out there are definitely going to enjoy it. I'm actually even considering getting one myself just as a gift for people that do use numpads, but we'll see how that goes out. So please, check out the other videos I got, and I'll have to catch you guys next time.